We are back at it again here with another video with Invest for Tomorrow. To the first time viewers and investors, welcome to the channel. To all subscribers, welcome back. Here we are with the SPY, the S&P 500 index, continuing to fight and hold support here. And in today's volatility, our SPY bot at 10:10 a.m. sent out a bear indicator. And from that moment forward, outflows crossed the midpoint to the downside. Pure weakness down 42 vision, and put options went up 200% plus within an hour, guys. If you guys want to receive this clarity and edge of the charts, you can now gain access to it as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicators, getting connected over to our bots, and becoming part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together by receiving this clarity and edge over the charts and using these resources to maximize in either direction, whether stocks are going up or going down. So here we are with the SPY, the S&P 500 index, fighting to hold support here in the after hours to stay above 540. And we're going to break down the key levels I would watch going into tomorrow. But before we do, I want to share with you guys the home run opportunity that was mentioned this morning over at the Discord. So the home run today was spectacular and beyond expectations. And if you guys want to know about these stocks early on and receive this clarity and edge over the charts, you can now gain access to it as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicators, getting connected over to our bots, and becoming part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together. So the home run today was from our Tesla bot. Our Tesla bot sent out a bear indicator at 10:35 a.m. And from that moment forward, outflows crossed the midpoint to the downside, pure weakness down 42 vision, and put options went up 150% plus within an hour, guys. If you guys want to receive this clarity and edge of the charts, you can now gain access to it as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicators, getting connected over to our bots. We look forward to having you join us, and we strive for opportunities like these every single day. Let's jump to these charts. Here we are with the SPY, the S&P 500 index, doing a full transition from the dip area to multiple rip areas in the last 2 days. And here we are back down from the rip area to wide with red borders. And if this is your first time coming across the channel, this is 42 vision, which allows us to see the dips from the rips to the dips, and where the strength and weakness lies within the charts. And we also use our bull and bear indicators and inflow versus outflow as an extra layer of confirmation, which I'm going to pull up here and you can now gain access to as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicator, getting connected over to our bots and becoming part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together by receiving this clarity and edge over the charts and using these resources to maximize in either direction, whether stocks are going up or going down. And in today's video, I'm going to pull up the inflow versus outflow indicator, which adds that extra layer of confirmation and gives us that edge within the volatility. So here we are with the SPY, the S&P 500 index, back under a bear indicator after getting a bull indicator here at 542. Now back under a bear indicator at the 552 level. Definitely something to not ignore here, a full transition and bear indicator in one single day, right? Lots of weakness and coming back down to key support levels here within the chart, and it's something to not overlook. Now, it wasn't just the SPY falling on the 30-minute with a bear indicator. You have the QQQ here at 472. You have Tesla here into the open at 230, and then you also have a bear indicator here on Apple at 224, and Netflix having a sharp push up, hitting some of the highest levels that we've seen in the last week, and then coming right back down to the key supports of 618, 620, back under a bear indicator at the 637 level. So lots of volatility there on Netflix, but multiple stocks are under bear indicators and sitting at key support levels. Now, on the SPY, when we zoom out and look at this from the 1 hour, we can see in the bigger picture the same thing, right? A huge rejection at a key resistance that we were watching near 555. Anything above 553, that was the next level we were watching. And a bear indicator popped up at the 551.98 level. We'll just round that up to 552. and a full transition from the rip area to the dip area, and a key resistance up here again at that 555 to 556 level based off the history of the chart, where the sharp drop happened just about a week ago, a week and a half ago, with a bear indicator at 553 and coming down to 539. And here we are fighting to stay above those levels and sitting at 543 in the after hours, right? And that 541 level, right? So it's right there in that area within one single bar. Now, we also have here in the volatility of the 15-minute a bear indicator that dominated all day, popping up at 553.40. And we're going to pull up the inflow versus outflows and break down the key levels I would watch going into tomorrow. Here we are with the SPY stock, the S&P 500 index, with outflows crossing over in the first half of the day and dominating all day. Now we have a sharp rise here of inflows trying to head towards the midpoint. The stock is flat, but if this crosses over to the upside, I will be watching if that strength can start to reflect into these charts and be justified by that inflow crossover. But right now, even though it's green, outflows are still dominating at negative 2.4. Definitely something to not overlook here on the 30-minute. Now, when we zoom out and look at this from the 1 hour, we could see the same thing here. Outflows dominating all day, inflows trying to pick up, and outflows hit highs here of negative 9.75, and they're back up, even though they're green, still negative 5.9. So I will be watching these inflows if they could try to head towards the midpoint and try to cross it to justify the strength of any move back up towards key resistance levels. So definitely something in the bigger picture to not ignore, that outflows are dominating as well. Now in the volatility of the 15-minute, we could see how these inflows were trying to pick up and pull away from the midpoint from 552 up to highs here of 554.90. Rejected, outflows crossed, and it dominated all day here, and they got really close here in the after hours, but still not able to cross, right? Outflows are still negative 1.1. Now, if they pull down even further away from the midpoint and roll that weakness over into the 30-minute and 1 hour, we could start to possibly see that reflect the weakness into the charts and retest key support levels. Now, based off the history of the chart, 540 to 538 are key levels here to not ignore. We're really close to it, and it bounced off of it in the live action sharply from 539, 540 area all the way back up to 543.50. Definitely something there to not have overlooked into the close, and it's fighting here to stay above 540. If 540 gets broken through and these outflows continue into the 30-minute and the 1 hour, turning from green to red, the next support I'll be watching is 538. Then below that, I'll be watching 535 to the 533 area. Now to the upside, it's going to be crucial and critical here for inflows to cross over, continue the staircase effect here so far within these charts of inflows, roll the strength over into the 30-minute and reflect it into the charts as well. And the first resistance is 543. Then above that, I'll be watching 545, and then comes the 547 level. So those are the key levels I'll be watching to the upside and to the downside. The bull and bear indicators are going to be crucial, and the inflow versus outflows, I will be watching them closely as they're trying to head towards the midpoint here on the 30-minute, pulling upwards on the 1 hour, and in the volatility of the 15-minute, it is fighting there really close to the midpoint, and it needs to cross to justify any further move to the upside and key resistance levels being tested. As always, guys, thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money.